What's up, boss? I was a lot more happy until Charlie Blackmon just hit a home run and the Rockies lead 1-0 again. But
Uh-huh.
I don't have a bad feeling about tonight.
Also, my bad, everybody. I had my mic off. My bad on that one. I was excited. Like I said, if everybody missed it, what is up, Dodgers Nation? I'm Clint. That's Clint. This is the pregame show. We're going to be with you for a little while. Like Mr. Evans just said, unfortunately, the Rockies are now up 1-0 against the Nats, but that's better than what they were doing in Philly, where it was, like 10-0 already in the first. It just kept feeling like. So, oh, man.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like it seems like the Nationals are actually trying. I think I saw
Yeah.
them load the bases. I think I texted you,
Mm-hmm.
and about that time that I realized that, of course, the pitcher was up for the Nats, and he hit
Yeah.
into a double play. But they're trying, so that's a start.
Yeah, unfortunately, now chasing a run instead of hopefully being up a run or two. I was saying it was only the second inning. Joe Ross should have been pinch hit for, but you know what? I'm not a manager. I'm not an expert manager over here.
Yeah, dude. I mean, absolutely pull out all the stops.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just Joe Ross. I mean, they've got like 12 bullpen pitchers. He'll be out in another inning or two anyway. Yeah, you gotta go for the runs there. Go for the jugs.
Yeah, for serious. For serious. So everybody on the stream, we're getting to you guys earlier. Normally we kind of set up something in the pregame show, and sure enough, we'll still hang out and set up. But we're not going to be here as long as we normally are today. So let's get into your guys' questions. Give us some shout outs, or give us your area codes. We give you some shout outs. Let everybody know where you're at, where you're watching from, where you're rooting for our Dodgers, and let's have some fun on Periscope, on YouTube, on Facebook. We already have our first Fire Roberts of the night from Matthew Baxter over here on Facebook. So you got to love that.
I saw some Facebook love coming through for 180 hitting Dozier. I saw
Mm-hmm.
it fly across the screen there. There's a little bit of outrage about coach's son Brian Dozier playing tonight. Puig taking a seat. Kemp is playing, so that'll make some people happy. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a little bit. Hey, we've got Madera, California, joining us out here in Hooters 2018. Great name.
Right on.
Yeah, guys, if you're on Periscope, and I know there are some of you out there, definitely keep hitting that heart button. But give us your questions, give us your subjects you want Clint and I to kind of talk about before the game tonight. This is like a fan guided show. We're going to kind of lean on you guys to
Mm-hmm.
tell us the topics you want to hear about.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a show by the fans, for the fans. Dodgers Nation isn't one entity. We are all but one nation here, gang. So then we're here to not only root for our boys to win, but also root for Colorado to lose. And already today the Cubs beat St. Louis, which was another big route for us getting at least a wild card spot. But we're not. Well, I don't think I'm not complacent on a wild card. It's nice knowing we have that in our back pocket. But give me 6 straight division titles, man. What do you guys think about that? Mash that heart button if you love to have 6 in a row.
We're getting some hearts out there, so they must have liked that. City Cynics joining us from Pasadena. Chris Rangel from the 626 El Monte, California.
Nope.
Uh,
Down the street from me.
Yeah, baby. Hollywood Caesars in the 805. We got Galindora, man, from 760 North County, San Diego. He says all Padres fans in his area are rooting for Colorado.
Poor Padres trying to pretend that they're people.
City Cynic wants to know, do we think the Dodgers are going to win the West or win the wild card? I haven't actually been put on the spot.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. What do you think?
I really, honestly, I don't feel we're going to win the West. It just doesn't have that feel. We have to, sweep out, and they have to lose 2. And I think that puts us the 1 game up. Because, you could still get the West by playing game 163 and all that. You come out of it tied. But, and that game would be played at Dodger Stadium. But most likely, Dave Roberts, fan favorite over here on the Facebook stream, Dave Roberts says that game would most likely go to Rich Hill. How do you guys feel about Rich Hill starting what could be the final game of the season at home against the Rockies. You know, that's a tough one for me.
Yeah, I mean, I at least feel. Well, we'll get to that point if we get to that point.
Yeah.
But
Friday
I think
first.
Friday first, right? I mean, so if we win tonight, we're on to tomorrow. Like I think if we can get to 2-0, okay, we can make this interesting. We can win the first 2 games because then Max Scherzer, news came out before the show, Max Scherzer is going to pitch for the Nationals if it gets to that point.
Awesome.
Because then, yeah, so then
that's a gamer right there.
Yeah, so then you've got some pressure on the Rockies, and they could drop that game Sunday, and we'll be watching and playing at the same time. And then if we can pull off a sweep, then we are tied, and we're in that 163 at home. And I think then the Rockies would be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Regardless of Mr. Hill pitching or whoever, like they don't want to come to LA.
No.
Where they got swept. So I just hope all I'm hoping for win tonight and then get me to tomorrow and see what our left-handed lineup can do against Rodriguez.
Yep.
It's like house money from there. It is nice, like Clint said, the Cardinals lost. So I think at the very worst, like we're going to be playing beyond Sunday.
I think so now we're plus 1.5 games up on the Cardinals for that second wild card spot.
Yeah, like we're getting some type of extra gameage, at this point. But like,
and that's on Tuesday, right? Wild card is on Tuesday.
Wild card, yes. So wild card's on.
Clear your calendars, boys and girls.
Hard to believe, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to be busy Tuesday night. I don't want to care Tuesday night. I need more of a break than that. Don't you?
Tuesday's rough. Hey, that's when we record. I go and click over here. It's when we record all new episodes of Blue Heaven Podcast. And it comes out on Wednesday, so I'm sure we'll definitely go ahead and watch that game in its entirety before recording. But you know what? Give me all the baseball I can. We're in a tough spot, I think, as baseball fans. We got 562 rooting from Paramount, by the way. Thanks for joining us over there, Veronica. We're in a tough. I wish we didn't have a horse in this race, just because this is good baseball, man. This is really good baseball.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the game.
Mm-hmm.
I love the game league wide. I mean, other than like the Giants. And you're right. Like you said it today. This is what the sport wanted.
Mm-hmm.
All the other kind of races are wrapped up, and there's like complete chaos possibility for the NL.
Yeah.
You're right, man. So like this is what you want heading into the final weekend. Like lots of games mattering, lots of games counting. You're absolutely right. Parity, right?
Yep. 100%. This is what Rob Manfred was trying for when he eliminated the 4-pitch intentional walk, I think. So John,
yeah, exactly.
John London saying, "What's up, guys? Thanks for the show, John. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us." Blue Holiday wants us to get the win. Same. Go ahead and mash the like button on that question over here on the Facebook stream, guys. Louis V. MF need a sweep. Noble, I like it. That's a good one. Ron Allen asking, I think, a question we pretty much already answered. Do we think they're going to make it? I mean, in some avenue, we will be a playoff, air quotes again, team. Although I don't really count that wild card play-in game as a playoff. At me on that. That's a real FRG, as you can see.
Yeah, that's consolation. That's table stakes, consolation prize, what have you. I mean, there's no. And we don't even get to probably host it,
No.
So it's like, I don't know. It's and it's going to be hard for like Kershaw or Buehler to start that game, So it's like going to get very interesting for us. We have to try and hope we can get this thing dragged out. And I'm, we have a good update here, and nothing must have happened, but Dez D1's life said bases loaded, 1 out for the Nats. So the Nats must still be again trying to chip away at that insurmountable 1-0 lead at Coors.
Yeah, another guy. Yeah, or somebody just struck out for the Nats. So 2 out, top 4, 2 on still. So
they haven't even like trailed in like a week.
7 straight wins, man. We don't want another version of Rocktober, and that's the last time I'm going to go ahead and go with the air quotes. My bad, guys. My bad. At me. It's real. At me. That's Kev is your friend on Twitter and Instagram. Brian Hatfield. Brian Hatfield coming at us from 217 Springfield, Illinois. Fan favorite. I think he won the off day show last night with a couple of points from FRG. Go Dodgers from the Bay Area. Jennifer Love. We love it. Thank you. Wait, is that Jennifer Love Hewitt? We got a celebrity on the stream. Another 805 representing. Leo Rodriguez say, enjoy the wild card, boys. You know what? If we end up the wild card, you could pop a little bit of bubbly for it. I'm okay on that.
Yeah, and this team's just crazy enough to, like, make some kind of wild run from the wild card. I mean, they really are a group that, like, you cannot count out no matter what, right? I mean, they're capable of anything. Like, they're capable of getting swept this weekend. They're capable of winning, like, all these and then, like, running through the playoffs like a hot knife through butter. Like, I don't know, you know. I mean, they're just one of those unique teams that you'll kind of never forget. And I wouldn't write them off. I wouldn't write off anything. I mean, it's just been such a wacky year.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you wouldn't expect anything less, you know, from a Dodgers team. Honestly, last year felt more like more of a fluke from what we're used to in any sort of Dodgers team and season. At least in my recent vintage and beyond.
Since you were manning the dugout as a young FRG, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
Seeing that shot on Instagram today was awesome.
I had the old man pop up on me there. It's like I got this day in history on Facebook, and it says from 10 years ago. I was like, God damn it.
Wow. Someday we'll throw that on screen on the show.
Yeah.
For the listeners.
Yeah, I should have brought it up.
You stood on the top step of the dugout at Chavez. That's pretty sweet.
Golden locks under the cap, ready to go. Managing a young Casey Blake and a young Manny Ramirez back in the day, 2008.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Let's
Casey
see.
Blake.
Yeah, the original actually well hitting Brian Dozier at me.
Hollywood Caesar is in San Francisco and says the Dodgers Nation will be represented there tonight. So I don't know if he's going to the game or what, but he says they're going to get rowdy out there at what is it, 3Com Park that they play in? I don't care, AT&T, whatever.
It's
so I'm going to call it
Track Phone Park.
Candlestick, yeah.
Candlestick.
What a trashblowingfield.com.
Yeah, there you go. It is a trash field. Let's be real. It's beautiful despite that stupid car artwork and that giant dumb glove.
It's beautiful, but every game's 2-1 and gross. And it seems darker there.
Yeah, it's not fun. It doesn't seem like fun October baseball there. You know, anytime you see them in the playoffs, it's just not a good spot. You know, same thing with April. You know, maybe it's a little prettier. Middle of the year. We also had someone coming in from Redding over here, Redding, California, by the way, on the stream. We got Jose Delgado from TJ. Yeah, there we go, man. You know he's liquored up tonight for sure.
I'm told the Nats have taken the lead on a Trey Turner triple to deep right field.
Clears the bases.
That is where it starts.
You know what? Yeah, I wish next time we got to set it up. We got to have a watch along with the other games, and we have to take a shot whenever the other teams whenever anybody scores against Colorado.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I can get down. I have some of the fans doing that too. Michael Minnick's getting excited over here on the Periscope. But no, it's awesome just to. I have this weird feeling that we could be tied tonight, which wouldn't obviously mean anything, but it would leave me waking up on a Saturday morning at least kind of feeling just a little bit more limber, you know. I'm a little bit better about myself.
Cross those fingers. I'm not that good at that. Cross everything you have. Cross your eyes, guys. We need all the luck we can get. We got Lila coming from Rosarito, Mexico. So we got Mexico representing. Randy Shipley says, "Go Muncie, even if off the bench." And in this game, Mad Max is gonna find a way to put a ball off the wall in right field. There's your pick to click for me.
Is that your pick to click?
Muncie off the bench, probably in like the 7th inning. I'm saying pinch double. Let's do it. Why not? So Jordan wants to know, who would we rather face in a one-game playoff, Rockies or St. Louis? I'll let you handle that one to lead us off.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Rockies. We've had personally we've had better success against them.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit less scared of the arms that they can run out there.
Yes. They don't have Jordan Hooks. Jordan.
They
Hicks.
don't have Jordan. Yeah, they don't. Jordan Hicks was the first thing that popped in my mind,
Yeah.
right? But I'm a little less scared of their starting pitchers. They don't have a Jack Flaherty. And that St. Louis lineup's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm not that scared of our pitchers handling the Colorado hitters, especially if it's at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
How about you, Clint?
We look at tonight. You got Colorado's ace on the mound in Freeland, so that game 163 play-in would be happening on Monday. Freeland's not coming back by Monday, so that's a big plus right there. Give me the Cards on 163, but I mean the Rockies on 163. But of course that still means you got the wild card game, of course, and going up against Milwaukee most likely or whatever. So I don't know. Anyways, to answer the question, yes, I'd take Colorado in this particular scenario. I'd take Colorado over St. Louis for the same reasons you're saying. Those arms that St. Louis can run out are leaps and bounds above what the Rockies can throw out, and I'm sure Lisbeth from Elk Grove, California, might say the same type of thing.
Our fans on Periscope are going nuts right now about the Rockies losing. I feel great about it too. Trey Turner, I'll definitely, if that holds up, I'll never, I owe you a drink someday somehow. We have, let's see, Hollywood Caesar saying if we lose tonight that we're invited to his house to drink things off.
Oh, that would be, I'll throw it back up on the screen from last night. That would be part of grief counseling again with Clint and Clint. Yeah, if we lose tonight, guys, it's looking a little painful. And, let's just not do that.
Substances ready, yeah. I don't think they're going to lose tonight. I just, this is your intuition saying the same thing.
Yeah, I got a good feeling about it. Of course, we've been a little off. Our dollar's touching here. Our lines have been a little bit off of late. So maybe we should say we're gonna lose so we can win. You know what? I'm gonna say it. We're gonna lose. You're welcome, Dodgers Nation.
Wow. So I disagree. A little birdie flew onto my shoulder before the show, and I hadn't looked at the lines for dollars touch, but the bird had looked at it, and the bird told me that lead indicators that usually lead to a Dodgers win, we're all lining up at least to that point. We're still a little bit before game time here, but things I think look good. This is not Cy Young, Madison Bumgarner going out there tonight. This is Madison Bumgarner with an empty gas tank and hit that heart.
Yeah, hit that heart button if you
agree with that.
You hate Mad Bum. Yeah, I mean that's what I talked about a bit on the show last night. How Mad Bum is almost 5.5 ERA over his last 4 starts, something like that. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. The tank runneth empty.
Yeah, do a favor if you're out there listening. We're gonna start hashtag half bum. He's not Mad Bum. He's half bum tonight. All right.
Give us a sad bum.
So make that a thing that becomes a thing, guys. Half bum.
So we got Louis wanting to touch a bit on the lineup here. Louis Parra from Monterey Park, really just asking Dozier ? So I'm going to throw the lineup. I'm going to throw the lineup fun. Like we always talk about every game on Dodgers Nation Twitter, we throw up some version of the Dodgers lineup. We call it lineup fun. We just play around with the names a bit. And today we see up on the lineup here we got Kike in right field. We got Turner, thankfully, in the game. But I'll let everybody else handle the name. Summer Freeze, that's good. David Freeze, that's solid stuff. You got Manny Machado Man, Kemptations. Oh, I haven't seen this yet. This is great. Kemptations. I think that's now in the running.
This reeks of at AJ on the guitar.
That's AJ on the guitar all day.
Yeah,
good job.
That's our boy. Give him a follow, guys. He's all of his tweets are as funny as his fun lineups. And you can keep going. I'm sorry, Clint.
And you could see CT3, so he's not super excited about Taylor in there. One skill at catcher. So honestly, I don't even know. Is that Is that Grandal or is that Barnesy?
Hell, that could be Rocky Gale for all we know.
Rocky Gale's
carrying the equipment.
Rocky Gale's one skill is showing up to the ballpark.
I agree on why in the 8-hole.
Yeah, why? And that's what Louis was talking about. Why Dozier? If we had a legitimate answer for why Dozier, Clint and I would probably be pretty rich men right now, because it just doesn't make sense to see Brian Dozier in the lineup in a game that means so much.
The only thing I can think of is they are thinking like biggest game type angle, and he's played in big games before. But like, we don't seem like the type of organization that plays into stuff like that. Like the computer doesn't factor those things in. So
yeah.
But I don't. This could be one of those things where Doc's like, I want my veteran dogs out there tonight, and Dozier's one of those dogs. So I'm going to let him hit 8-hole for a few innings and see how it goes. That's the only thing I can figure. Because I mean, again, our friend Zaidi the Great says Dozier is due. Okay,
yeah.
So we've got a Dozier pick to click on the board. And I had that thought, maybe he finally gets one in the gap or something.
I was hanging out a little bit before our broadcast here. Our good friend DN Postgame Greg Bergman was hanging out with a bunch of fans on Instagram. So always go check out the Instagram side. We're not on Instagram yet. We're making our way there. We got to start a GoFundMe to get Mr. Evans over there a little Weed Maps trap phone to throw on a burner out there. But that's what we're talking about, Dozier. And it's like, you know what? I was talking a bunch of crap last night about Manny Machado, who can't. He hasn't had that moment, and hopefully this weekend he can have that moment. But the same could be said for Brian Dozier. You know what? He hasn't had that moment as a Dodger. Maybe tonight he can have that moment.
But you're going with Muncy.
I'm going with Muncy. That's my pick to click. But maybe he can have a moment.
Yeah, people, if you're out there watching this, call your picks to click out. Here about 30 minutes before game time. Myself, I'm actually going to go with Justin Turner. I didn't think Turner would play today.
Yeah.
I was a little bit worried about it. When I saw he was in the lineup today, I was like, man, like, what a guy. I know he's not feeling 100%. I think Turner steps up, goes 2 for 4, and if we win this game like something like 3-1, he's going to have like a 2-run hit that gives us the lead late. I'm going with Justin Turner. Pick to click.
I'm in on that. And I guess my official pick to click would have to remain Max Muncy coming off the bench, probably 6th inning, 7th inning, pinch hitting for Kershaw, getting a double off the bricks in right field.
I love that. I love Muncy so much. He's grown on me. I've gone from like direct messaging you and saying like, there's no way this guy's really good, is he? To hell yeah, he's good. I mean, he's a professional hitter. I don't know about the glove, but the dude can roll out of bed and hit.
So a couple of people over here. We got Esteban saying Dodgers, baby. We agree, Esteban Galvan. Thanks for hanging out there. You got the 765 Frankfurt, Indiana, representing across the country, guys. Edmonton, Canada. Hey, what's going on, Trevor? Thanks for hanging out. Let's see what else we got. Randy coming from the Portland suburbs. That's pretty cool, man. We're touching all over the greater United States, man.
Alicia Javier, I'm sorry, my eyes are bad. Alcala Javier says that Kemp's going to have a big game tonight. That's their
I like that.
I like that too.
That's a promise.
Yeah, I think Kemp. He must be feeling a little bit better than Clinton. I think if he's out there. I mean, he's probably going to be honest. I don't think he's going to hurt the team by saying put me in the lineup if he's not 90% or above. So that's that could work. I mean, that could work, veteran. But definitely keep calling out your picks to clicks here, guys. I'm definitely checking every few minutes when I look down. That's what you see me doing. I guess it's 2-1 Nats.
Yeah, still 2-1.
Top of the 5th.
And Nats just got one on. Anthony Rendon got a single, so that's good. Juan Soto, the Wonderkind, is up at the plate. So Stephen Flo asked, what are our thoughts on Puig being out of the lineup? What are your thoughts on that?
I was against it at first. Then I saw he's like 0 for his last 11 against Mad Bum. I had this idea in my head that he had good numbers against Mad Bum. He doesn't. He's hitting .213 off of them. That said, I'd still like to see see Norbambas, Kike Hernandez at second, and Puig in out and right.
Yeah.
But again, I'm just a guy in his basement. So I would definitely favor Puig being in the lineup tonight. But I think, like Clint said, I think Puig works his way in at some point.
Yeah.
We will see him do something.
I it was definitely a shocker to see Puig not in there, but also you kind of get it, you kind of understand it. Puig v Mad Bum kind of takes away from the game. It becomes its own matchup, as opposed to Dodgers versus Giants. It's Puig versus Mad Bum, and you get the national attention. You probably have MLB Network going live, ballpark cam on MLB Tonight, making that happen. I'd rather it just be, hey, we're here to kick ass, take names, and put on our aviators tomorrow. By tomorrow.
That's a great point, Clint. Maybe they just don't want it to become any type of spectacle or distraction in any way. Like, keep Puig out until maybe Mad Bum's out of the game, and then if he comes in and plays right field, or he's double switched in, or your pinch hits against one of their off-brand right-handed relievers. I think you could be right on that, though. I mean, they just don't want anything that could they don't want to lose a body if he gets plunked or something weird.
Yeah,
I don't.
You don't want to clear the fences. You don't want to have very obviously nagging injury laden Justin Turner needing to jump in a pile, because homeboy's going to jump in there with those red flowing locks. He's getting in there either way, even if he's going to hurt himself.
Guy does look like the Philly Flyers mascot,
yeah,
right? I mean, they stole our guy they owe us money for that.
So Mark Ramirez responding a bit from what we were talking about earlier. He's saying no Walker to pitch game 163. No, because he would be pitching Sunday. There's the plausibility that Buehler could be held back if everything is all said and done by Sunday. So also good point there, Mark. That's something to take into consideration. Right now, Buehler, the Buell Doggy Dog, is slated. He's the probable for Sunday, but let's hope that he continues to pitch Sunday, because that means that is the game. Whatever, we have a lead, we got to win that game because we won today, we won Friday, and the Rockies lost those other two, so we got to win that game. So that's another one. That's a huge game right there. We got a lot of fun games this weekend, guys. I tells you what.
Sports. We're going to get to do sports this weekend.
We're going to hashtag sports, guys. Go ahead and mash that hashtag sports all over social media, and hashtag things become things.
Yeah, that's great. So tomorrow is an afternoon game, correct?
Yeah, you got tonight's the lone evening game. Tomorrow is a 1:05, and Sunday is an early matinee at 12:05 for the season finale.
It's interesting. It's weird that they wouldn't put that in prime time tomorrow night, but
yeah. I'm kind of okay with it. I'd like to see Matt Kemp hitting in a daytime game, because it looks to me like his numbers have been better in the day. Or not even his numbers. This looks to me like he's been putting together better at bats in the daytime. I have no statistical analysis on it. I feel it.
It's close. It's close. But you're
it.
right. I mean, he certainly looks trimmer in the daytime. He looks more alive and robust.
Yeah, no, 100%. He's probably just feeling warmer. The cold LA air is hurting him.
We got our boy O. Gomez, 1977. We need this win at Dodgers. Let's go. So people are fired up. They're hitting the heart button over on Periscope. We got about 15 minutes or so till game time, till tip.
Yeah, we got 408 Randy representing. He says he's about 45 minutes from San Fran all day. So he's been hearing it. He's been hearing it as an LA fan. Poor guy. You gotta everybody give some hearts for Randy having to deal with Frisco. I guess they don't like being called Frisco. Having to deal with Frisco hate. Jose Zepeda says we are playing the Brewers. There's a fair chance, but let's hope for the best, and let's hope we end up in Atlanta instead, nicely rested on Thursday. I'm assuming Thursday evening.
It's not for sure the Brewers. I mean, it could be the Cubs. That's still got to work its way out. I think the Brewers are tied right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're either tied or they were a half game back. So there's a lot going on right there.
Hmm.
Yeah, as yeah, I mean, again, between the Cubs and Milwaukee, honestly, I really want Milwaukee to come away with that NL Central because
Me too.
I
Me too.
feel so much better, and I think Mr. Bergman touched on it earlier, hanging out on Instagram. You know, he's talking about how much how depleted the Cubs are at the moment. So, um, give me your Cubs. Give me your Bravos. Just I kind of don't want to see the other team.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's I'm scared of the Brewers too, for the good reasons that you are. But I have a friend that texted me. He's just kind of like a pretty big baseball fan. He's like, if you guys get the Brewers, he's like, I see you guys lighting up whoever they throw out there for a starting pitcher in a
Hmm.
wild card game. So
Yeah, I think I feel good against a starter for sure. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And my only fear there is that starter gets through five somehow and survives it, and then like we said last night, you're into the hater, the Jefferses. That would kind of suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We've got 3 days for that to play out, and
Hmm.
we will know more with each passing day.
Yeah. Enjoy the baseball you get today and
Yeah,
each day, guys. You know what? We wanna look out ahead. We wanna try to plan, but just try to plan to win today. And if you win today, try to plan to win tomorrow. Either way, you keep winning. That was
and I think
me channeling
that,
my inner Ned Coletti right there.
that's I like that. I like that. Dude. Friend of the show.
Friend.
Friend of the show. So are they still up 2-1 in Colorado in the
Yep.
slugfest? Or
Yep, still up 2-1, bottom five. So everybody keep an eye on that. That's the big game of the evening for sure. Outside of us, Milwaukee is up 5-3 over Detroit, so that gets them a little bit closer. Again, the Cubs won, so yeah, I guess technically if the Cubs won, they have a full game. No, they wouldn't have a full game lead. Whatever the outcome was last night, so yeah, they would. There's some sort of lead happening.
if this 2-1 holds up, I would like to create some type of award from Dodgers Nation that we present to Washington Nationals starter Joe Ross. Okay,
Yeah.
for shutting down those rabid bats out there in Colorado.
How about this?
What
How
a-
about this?
what an
The
effort.
next time Joe Ross, if he wins, the next time Joe Ross is pitching at Dodger Stadium, we have to cheer for him in one at bat. Is that fair? Can we get Dodgers Nation on board with that, guys?
Hell yeah, one at bat. I mean, the guy. I would make sure he was free from your wrath all night. That's it's batting practice included.
Yeah, and definitely you buy him a drink over at damn, I can't think of the bar. There's a great bar right down at the hill at Dodger Stadium. I think it's called the Shortstop.
Invite him to the ship in Pasadena.
There you go. The boat. Make the boat
The
happen.
boat. Sorry, the boat.
Mike Misty saying, I'm guessing that's a double account here, saying the team doesn't deserve to go to the playoffs. That's just negative thinking, Mike. We're not here for that. Let's say we had the update there. Got Hells Yeah from Brian. I'm a bit behind on the questions here, guys, but yeah, we got the updates. Thanks for everybody hanging out there, making sure we know that the Nats are up. Go Nats! It's the only time we get to be Nats fans this weekend. In Bryce Harper's final games as the National.
Yeah, if Harper's not leaving Washington, he did a pretty good job of faking it today. Put a pretty heartfelt message off on Instagram, which was like actually the first time I've ever seen this. Some marketing team did it. Like it was like 6 pictures that became one, and in each one he kind of said thank you to the Nationals fan base. So this certainly seems like the last running of the Bulls. Bryce Harper Nationals.
Yeah, they have so many young outfield players right now with Soto, and then they still have Eaton for a while. It really looks like he's kind of asked out of a spot there in Washington, combined with the fact that he wants to try to get $40 million a year or whatever it is. So that's
And can anyone out there listening tell me how many wins above replace? The Rockies just took the lead, I think.
Oh no! Don't give us bad news.
Anyway, real back to Harper.
Yep.
He's only been worth 1 win above replacement. So
Yep.
You're paying about I don't even want to do the math on that. I mean that's a lot of coin for a guy that just hits some bombs.
You're paying about $40 million for every win. It sounds like.
So the guy who done it was Ian Desmond.
Yeah.
Ian Desmond hit a 2-run home run, and boy, that hurts.
Mash that sad face button.
Mash that. Yeah. So LHTD Mueller wants to know, how about the Phillies in the last few days? They don't even deserve our time.
Yeah.
They really.
They let us down. They let Chase Utley down.
Losers. Oh,
terrible.
That's gutless baseball. Yeah. Gabe Kapler. I mean, that was so bad that. I mean, if I'm his boss, like, I have to call him in, and I'm not firing him, but I'm saying, what the hell? I mean, it's just terrible. You can't motivate your crew any more than that. But I don't know. They're not worth our time. They're in the past. They didn't help us one iota. But I do not like that the Rockies just reclaimed the lead. I was. Oh man.
Let's jump outside the box here. We got.
Oh no.
We got YouTube here. We don't get to go to YouTube all that often.
Another bomb.
Another one.
Iannetta. Yeah. Sorry.
You know what? That's my fault for going to YouTube. at me again. That's Kev is your friend.
That was yeah, Kev is your friend on Twitter. Just get at him.
So Brian, our buddy, Dodgers Nation writer and beautiful man all around, Mr. Brian Robitaille over here on YouTube, saying, here's a question, and sorry if it was a while ago, but if he's saying Dodgers have the wild card wrapped up, but are down one game, Colorado on Sunday, do they rest Buehler and let him go? Hopefully, hoping the Rocks would lose. I think that's what we kind of addressed a little bit ago. Talking about the potential of maybe holding Buehler back from 162 if that game doesn't really mean anything. And you have game 163 lurking. I think there's a strong possibility Buehler gets bumped that one day, and you got to throw your best guy out there in 163 because there is no 164.
Yeah, there never has been. I mean, there could be, but it's unlikely. That'd be my play too, Clint. I would sit him and see what happens and save Buehler for the one you've got to win, whether that be the wild card game, the 163. It could play out that way too.
So
it's nice.
You're saying that you would potentially give Buehler the day off? I'm sorry.
Yes.
So sorry.
Yeah. I am saying that. I would hold him back. I would hold him back Sunday if I can. And I think we're going to know by then, one way or another, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a good chance that he could be held back Sunday because we're going to know, can we still win the division?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty confusing, and things are not going our way right now. Like Zaidi the Great just said that I jinxed Joe Ross by christening him a little bit too early. But we my hope was that we would kick our game off with the Nats losing. The Nats up on the scoreboard, and our boys would see that, and it'd be a shot in the arm, and that's not going to happen right now. So, we'll see.
I mean, better things had happened. That the game's it's a 7:15 tip, so we got a little bit of time for them to hopefully pull something out of their ass. Let's see, we got D Jimenez over here on YouTube also saying, "Let's go Dodgers. Whether we go into October top dog or underdog, we'll go all the way." See, that's the kind of positivity we want on this Friday night. And
I like that.
So I don't know. I'm not very good at all the languages, so I don't know what this character is or whether or not it's Japanese or Korean. But in this case, we have somebody over here on YouTube with a name that is likely a Korean character. It says, if my cousin Ryu wins today and the Rockies lose today, are they tied up with 2 games to go? Yes, Ryu's cousin. That would be tie ball game, 2 games to figure out who is the dominant supreme leader of the National League West.
Yeah, and I mean, even if they win tonight, even if the Rockies win tonight, I think if we sweep this weekend, we're going to have a shot at I think they're going to drop a game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, we can still put pressure on them if we win all 3. That's very tough to do, but it really is a lowly San Francisco team. I mean, it's without we didn't touch on that at all. I mean, it's without Posey. They're playing Hunter Pence, who's basically done.
Yeah.
it's Longo. Longo's playing, I think, but they just don't have much right now. No belt. Um, it's like I just don't feel like it would be a stretch for us to sweep them. But 2 out of 3 is a must.
Yeah, 100%. So let's see. We got Frankie back on Facebook here. Frankie backing me up on my pick. He's saying Muncie's parking one in the Cove, though. He's taking it 2 bases further than me. I'm just saying he's doubling off the brick. Gary O'Connor over here. He's a trooper. So he says, I live in the SF area and I have to watch on local TV, but he's going to listen to the Dodger radio broadcast. So he's putting up with Charlie Steiner.
He's got to listen to who are the dudes that call it for the Giants? Because they really drive me up a wall.
Isn't that Dwayne Kuiper and the other guy? I can't remember.
Kuiper, whoever it is. I'll tell you what, man.
Wait, do they still have John Miller? Is John Miller still part of their broadcast?
Miller does their radio.
Okay.
And like he's okay. He's a classy man.
Yeah.
But Kuiper and that other little punk, I've heard them before. Like I've been forced to listen to them before, punk. And they take shots at like little pot shots at our players. It's bad. That's not professional. Our guys don't do that stuff.
Every other broadcast team we can see in the National League West is horribly unprofessional. Arizona is garbage with the way they do it. We know, like you're talking about here with San Fran, garbage. You see the way some of the Rockies social media team is garbage with their stuff. Or they're talking about, go Arizona when we're playing against them or whatever. Actually, in their biography, in the Twitter bio, it said fans of the Rockies, and then also the Diamondbacks, ? Have class, have respect, guys.
Yeah, we're lucky to have, and I think that we have them all weekend. Oral and Joe in the booth, and even my
boy Dave Shire.
Steiner, Oral Dave Shire, and my boy Charlie Steiner. Which I tell you, when things have been going bad lately, I've been flipping it over to Steiner, and things have always turned around when I flip it over to Steiner. So I might do that this weekend. I might go Steiner on y'all.
Those are trade secrets right there.
Trade secrets, and I'll tell you what though, he did pissed me off the other night when it was 3-3 in Arizona. He Steinered so bad on that Muncie fly out to the right field. Mm-hmm. That ball, it sounded like it was gone off the bat by how he called it, and and it's a fly out to right field. But boy, he got me good that night, guys.
Yeah, it happens. Hey man, we got an Eric Pasillas on the Facebook live stream over here, hanging out with Clint Pasillas as we see on the stream there. So what's going on, distant relative?
Do you guys eat turkey together?
Yeah, totally. We're big time Thanksgiving brothers for sure. We got Paul wanting Colorado to lose. Yes, I like it. I'm in. I'm on board. Lizbeth Sanchez will be there tomorrow. I'm assuming up there in San Fran. So awesome. But if you're going to be in Colorado,
Elizabeth's my friend on Twitter. Hey, I want to give her a special shout out. Nobody puts Belly in the corner, right, Elizabeth? She always is saying that, and that's good stuff right there.
You know what? I'm not even going to call out Bellinger on today's broadcast for Dodgers and Chill. I'm not going to say that he's wishy-washy.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
And I'm not going to get Jen on my bad side because that's messed up. She's good people. Follow her as Dodgers and Chill on Twitter.
Dodgers and Chill, good friend of the show. Garrett May says big game tonight. Let's go. He's all the way in Nashville, Tennessee. Nice city here near the Midwest. Thanks for joining us tonight, Garrett.
Home of friend AJ on the guitar right there.
That's right, AJ on the guitar.
They should meet up.
AJ's Franklin, but I think Franklin blends nicely with Nashville.
Close enough. They all look the same. When you're an LA County boy, everywhere else is all the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, we want to make sure we got to do a 2 days run and give it a big shout out to Lucas Lee. Hopefully, watching on the YouTube stream. That's coming at us from Dodgers Nation headquarters over there in South Pass.
Is Lucas is tuning in tonight?
We hope so, man. I know our Lord and Savior buddy, Gary's on.
Yeah, if you're out there, buddy, this shout out's for you, Lucas.
Let's see. Oh, you got somebody. You got Brian Hatfield. Legend of Clint shows over here. Brian's saying deep fried turkey for the win. You know what, man? I hurt myself. I just end up burning.
We can't think about turkey right now, guys. It's still baseball season. I can't think about turkey till baseball season's over. We've still got baseball season for at least another month in my mind.
Derek is getting together with his Dodger boys up there in NorCal at a bar, so that's awesome. Have one on us, but you're paying for it. But have one on us. Think of us while you're drinking. Matthew Scott Yellen, go Dodgers! Yes, love it. We're on board. I think you're a go Dodgers guy, right, Clint? Just to confirm.
Yeah. The last time I checked, I was
all right,
that.
Good. So
I love all the shout-outs we're getting to.
Sources confirmed. Yeah, shout-outs have been fun, man. Let's see. Let's try to bounce around. You got anything going on Periscope? Any fun?
LHTD Mueller says saludos from Mexico. So that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Nice international fan. Let's do this tonight, he says. And then Sam Val says, would you like to have Oro call a World Series game this year?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, even if the Dodgers aren't in it, Hershiser's just great.
Yeah, your boys. I mean, you've met the guy.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. I mean, I could only hope to one day, I mean, he's one of my dad's all-time favorites and would love to pick his brain. And, he, hey, Adrian G, 1033, what's happening? She says, thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. But, yeah, Oral and Joe's, I didn't think anything could get me past my hurt for Vin, and those guys have done the job for me. So.
The rapport of those boys is we're insanely blessed to be able to listen to those guys day in and day out until college season comes and steals Joe away from us for some weekends here and there. We got YouTube saying, let's pray for Dodger God for win. Pray to the Dodger God for win. So everybody pray to Tommy Lasorda that the Dodgers win tonight.
On the Dodgers Nation Twitter, I think they put up Koufax today. So
there you go. Or on Instagram or something like that.
Lasorda, Koufax, Kirk Gibson, Pedro Guerrero, Darryl Strawberry, whoever it is you want to, we'll accept those Dodgers prayers.
You had to throw in a Strawberry reference, didn't you?
I love Darryl. Oh man, I love Darryl Strawberry. He had one great year, 1991. Never forget.
Oh man! So update in Colorado. Colorado's still up 4-2 over Washington. 2-out double by Washington right now. So they got a runner on second, 2 down. So let's go.
What part of the lineup, real quick?
We're at Victor Robles. So I know we're getting closer to turning over the
Thunder.
top. Oh no, that's Trey Turner's back up. Hero so far for them. Trey Turner. Hopefully he can ding one out. I guess I could say for us. Let's see what else. So of course, like we're talking about, we got Ryu's cousin over there on YouTube. Hyun Jin, man, he's going on the bump, and I don't know if there's a guy I want more on the bump than this guy on this kind of game. That he was our leadoff hitter against started the sweep against Colorado at home. And he sets the table real nice. He sets the table for that turkey dinner for me and Brian and Eric.
Mr. 2 flat ERA, right?
Yeah.
And there's weight to that ERA. Like all this talk about pushing Mad Bum back. I mean, we saved Ryu to face them Friday night. So
yeah.
He's going to get out there and shove tonight. The guy seems to be never bothered by the big spot. He's got like ice water in his veins. He's an assassin. He is a guy I want kicking this series off and setting the tone for our 2 big horses. And
yeah,
I'm shocked. I mean, I really am. I did not. There's the pitching graphic that you throw up. I did not think that when he tore his pelvic, that he would be in this spot for us, making things happen. But thank goodness for you, man, Ryu. I mean, I appreciate him as much as I do Pedro Baez at this point. Maybe just a hair more. Maybe just a hair more.
Yeah. We want Ryu. We're still always hesitant for Voldemort to come in the game. But
we have a stray cat that has walked into the Periscope chat, and he says, "FRG needs to pitch tonight. Look at those guns." Do you want to guess what that man's handle is?
Oh, I'm guessing that one is Kev is your friend.
That's Kev is your friend, the co-host of the award-winning Dodgers and Baseball podcast, Blue Heaven. Subscribe on iTunes or go to @Blue Heaven Pod on Twitter. Isn't that right?
Yeah. We're
Cool.
out new episodes every Wednesday, as we saw on the screen there. It's it's Friday. The sun was out today, as it comes out every day. So sun's out, guns out, guys.
Kev, if you can hear me, man, speak the things on Twitter tonight. If things go bad, I want you to speak the things on Twitter that I cannot say from the corporate account, man. Fight the good fight. I respect you. Stand up for what's right if things go bad. If they do. I don't think they will, but if they do. Do you got anything before we hop off here?
Before we hop off, just people, to have more things to feel good about. Ryu has a 1.74 ERA over his last 5-game start, so that's good.
Wow.
Madison Bumgarner, left-handed pitcher, is going up against Hyun-Jin Ryu's 2018 Silver Slug Award winner. I'm calling my shot here. Ryu's batted .554 against left-handed pitching this season. He's batting 294 or something like that on the season. 492 batting average in September. Who else do you want on the mound but Hyun-Jin? Make it happen.
Yeah, I'm feeling a 3-1, 4-1 type final tonight. I think the Dodgers don't allow much. I think Hyun-Jin keeps that bullpen nice and rested. And we get a couple off the bat of like Turner or Kemp late to take the lead. There'll be a little suspense maybe early on, but I think we win tonight, and I think we carry the drama over tomorrow. And who knows, maybe the Rockies will end up dropping this thing with their suspect bullpen. Later in the night in Colorado.
Yeah, well, let's still hope. Again, pray to any Dodger deity that you choose. If you're choosing, pray to Jobu if you need to. Dodger win tonight. And a Colorado Rocky loss, and honestly, in that game, just hope for a rally meteor. just get rid of those two teams. We don't need them anymore. Just saying it. Just saying. Don't at me.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys joined us tonight again, really appreciate you. Really appreciate all the interaction. This is why Clint and I do this, and go Big Blue. I've got nothing else. Let's get a dub and see where that leaves us, and I think we'll probably do this again if we keep winning.
Yeah, I think we definitely have to. And everybody hanging out here in the stream, and like you said, thanks for hanging out. But also, DN post game with your boy. Look at that. There's the money shot right there. Greg Bergman coming on after the show, or right after the game. He'll be there to either celebrate with everybody or just probably be swishing back a bottle of whiskey and holding back tears. Holding back tears.
Yep, ESPN LA's Bergman. I'll be watching the show. Definitely tune into that, guys. #DN postgame.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time. Go Dodgers.